afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Bonnie Booley. We have a star-studded loft today to sweep you into your weekend. We're joined by three of South Africa's top actors, Theo Jantjies, Maurice Paige and Christo Davids, and we'll be spending the afternoon with them. We're also joined by 4 of the 5 members of the Springbok Nude Girls, and they're reuniting for an exclusive performance in the loft, so don't go away. But in the kitchen, Jeannie's getting up to a trifle.
Good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome. My name is Jeannie D. Now, it's not only Friday, but it's 1 week to go until Christmas. And now, because we know that pets are really important family members too, we've got some amazing gift ideas for your little furry friends as well. Now, Claire and Stanley and I have got a really special twist on a firm Christmas favourite in the kitchen today.
It's a firm Christmas favourite, and actually a firm favourite of all of our viewers. It was one of our most looked at, viewed recipe online, and we were going to make it into a twist. So do you remember that pineapple and carrot cake?
Remember it? I think I ate all of it.
So we're going to make that into a Christmas trifle. So a little twist on it.
Oh, delicious. Oh, yummy. Okay, I can't wait. Definitely full of festivities in the loft today. But now let's cross over to Bonnie and our first guest.
They're well known to South African audiences for their work on television. Davids for his role as Errol in Seven Delan. Jantjies plays Zander in the same show, and Paige is Calvin in Isidingo. But lesser known to many of their fans, they're actually best friends in real life. And joining us on the couch are Theo Jantjies, Maurice Paige, and Christo Davids. Welcome to the loft.
Hi there. Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, awesome. You are all on some of South Africa's best loved soapies, and you play endearing characters. What's that like at like a street level? I mean, how much attention are you like fielding off daily, especially from the girls?
Well, they get a lot of attention because they were also part of the top 10 sexiest men in South Africa.
Yeah, I hear this.
For me, it's obviously not that bad because I'm quite short as well.
It's good. It's good. I love making time for our audience.
Yeah.
People are.
And do people feel like they know you when they meet you in the streets? They literally feel like you're in their lives, hey?
Absolutely.
They're quite disappointed if you don't know their names.
Yes. Yeah.
Someone would come up to you and say, "Hello, Errol, hoe gaan het met jou?" And then you'd say, "Hi, I'm well." And then he'd stand there waiting for you to
to be like, "How's your mom?"
Yeah.
Yeah. You've also got into theatre and film. What's your favourite?
Theatre.
Definitely theatre. Why theatre?
Well, it's a platform where you can express
you work
yourself.
longer and you get paid less. So why?
But it's more important. I think it's more about the feeling, because it's what you get from a live audience. That's the thing why we love it more, because it's a rush and that spur of the moment feeling. And I think that's what drives us actually more into theatre.
Yeah.
I think also the fact that you're constantly creating while you're on stage. You're not. I mean, when it comes to multicam, you work a specific episode or scene, and you just do the scene as is, and then you get to a level where you can't create anymore.
Exactly. And
but on stage,
you're
you're
not given room
constantly, every single night, you are creating and you're discovering new qualities about your characters. So
that's incredible.
That's amazing, yeah.
So a lot of your fans don't know that you guys are actually best friends, and you grew up in the same street in Heidelberg.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what are the chances?
Yeah.
Were you best friends growing up?
It's something in the water.
It's in the water. Are they breeding actors out there?
Yeah.
We're not the only actors from Heidelberg. My late grandfather, Goliath Davids, was an actor. Jannie Gildenhuys, the late Jannie Gildenhuys was also an actor.
Yeah.
There's the 3 of us, and then there's another actor, Willie Michaels,
Sure.
who's also from Heidelberg.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And did you guys dream together? Did you spur each other on? Did you have no idea that you'll end up in the same industry?
Well, I've been directing them since standard 6.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it's not even that. It's the fact that we kind of knew that we had those qualities,
And that you were made for big things.
and that we can strive for better things, for greater things. And I think it boils down to the focus that we had at that point, because we just wanted to act. We just wanted to be on stage, and once you keep feeding that dream, all the other doors will open up for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why we're sitting here today.
Yeah. I mean, did you support each other on the journey? Did you all leave Heidelberg at the same time, or did one go first?
He left first.
I was 1 grade ahead of them. I went to study law at UWC, LLB, and they went to go study theatre. So when I was 2nd year, they were 1st year. But we still used to see each other, and we still used to hang out together.
Yeah. What are your hopes for your characters that you presently play on the soapies?
I hope mine gets a girlfriend.
When was the last time he got some action or got lucky?
No, Shem, I'm very sorry for him.
Do you feel sorry for him?
For a long time.
When was the last time he maybe
I don't know,
even
probably
anything happened?
probably 4 years ago. I think they should,
Shame.
because his name is Errol, they can bring a girlfriend Beryl.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to the writers about this?
I have. I've been complaining for a while.
Yeah, no,
Christo's
that's
character really needs to be kissed by someone.
Yeah, man.
Because
Oh, man.
he will stare at my character and his wife and he'll go,
They look so happy. Look at me.
so beautiful together.
First I came from the streets and then it took forever to finish matric. And
Yeah, no, it's...
now he's
You're
in the
just
job.
struggling. You're just
not
struggling through this
No,
life
man,
thing.
it's-
eh?
no, man.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling very sorry for him. That's why.
FOMO.
Sometimes I'm very happy I'm not Errol.
And yourself?
My situation is different. Our writers, they just have this ball of ideas for my character.
You always have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
There's
You-
every
you-
new woman
yes,
that
you're-
comes on stage.
Something is always happening with
Yeah.
you and a woman.
Yeah,
That's why he's always in the gym.
so what do you say?
But I have to work it out.
And they're being in the top 10 sexiest men in South Africa. I mean, is that pressure?
For me,
Or are
for
you
me,
like, oh yeah, you better recognize?
At the time when it happened, you see, I have a different mindset. I didn't even know that I was nominated. I train normally just because I love training.
Yeah.
I don't train for a specific reason.
Right.
Well, except now for the first time in my life. But back then, you know, I didn't even know what it meant to be the 10th sexiest man in the world. For me, it was just, oh, it's a title. And that's it. I pass it.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool when people nominate you for stuff. And,
Yes.
You know, it's kind of cool that, you know, people are they're acknowledging you for what you do.
Yeah.
But, you know, those are the kind of things you should take it and let it go. Otherwise, the
Yeah.
focus is going to shift to a
Yeah.
different place. And
But is there a little bit of pressure? Like, you're like, oh, you know, I need to.
there's pressure because I know
I need
that
to
the
bring
80s
it now.
I think our writers took advantage of my situation in that because every second scene they write, they want me topless.
Topless.
Until today. I had to say last year, but no, listen
No
guys,
more.
come on.
No
you need
more.
to let this character grow up a bit.
Yeah,
Let him
yeah.
get some direction. I know where I can take this
I
guy.
remember seeing you topless a lot on TV.
Yeah, so
I've never been
It
topless
was not a
because
negative experience at all.
they never let me go topless because they're trying to keep the ratings up. We don't want to lose
guys.
viewers, we want to gain viewers.
Well, in a short bit, we're going to play a game and see how well you guys know each other, so you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
cool.
Awesome.
Let's do
After
it.
the break, Jeannie makes us a pineapple and carrot trifle, and we share some great gift ideas for your pets this Christmas. We'll be right back.
Salati Plantation Select adds subtle sweetness to toffees, caramel, bran muffins, or sprinkled into a spicy curry. Salati, always good, always sweet.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, have you even tried to go anywhere near to a shopping centre? Everybody is doing this last-minute scramble to try and get gifts, but instead of doing that, enjoy your last week before Christmas and rather give somebody a trifle as a gift instead. And we're going to teach you exactly how to make a really simple one right here. All of the ingredients and the recipe will be on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, and you can learn with me immediately.
First of all, that pineapple and carrot cake that we made a little while back was a hit. So this is a take on that recipe. So we're using a few store-bought items from Woolies and we're going to make it up and layer it up into a yummy trifle. It's perfect for the
Amazing.
festive season.
Okay.
So first things first, topping. So this is some vanilla wafers. You can crush those, chop those, however you want.
Oh, okay, good.
Go for, so it's just something that's going to look nice on top, really. You can get the kids to kind of crush it up on top, whatever you
okay,
want.
good.
So some yummy carrot cake. You can, if you want to, go and follow the recipe on our Facebook page and use the one that we made. Or if you don't, if you don't have time and you want to just buy a carrot cake,
Can I
this
double
is
these up?
perfect. You can save some time.
Yeah.
So we're just going to slowly work our way around the cake. It doesn't have to be completely even. You just, as long as we're aiming for half. So this is going to be 2 of our layers of our trifle. So that's in half. So that's ready. We've got some pineapple slices ready to go, just thinly sliced. This is our pineapple jelly, all wobbly over there. So we've set some already in the bowl, and this one we're just going to chop up and add later. So we've got 1, 2, 3, all sorts of layers happening here. Then a cream layer, yummy mascarpone, just works beautifully with the
I
pineapples
love that
and everything.
stuff.
So we're just going to whip up first some cream over here, get that going.
Yeah.
You want a sort of a soft peak because if you over whip it, it does tend to split a little bit with the mascarpone. Mascarpone as well, don't leave it sitting out at room temperature for too long. It also tends to split a little bit. So keep it nice and cold. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing great there. So all these flavors are fabulous. We've got the yummy maple, which was a little while back was the summer flavor for Woolworths.
Yes, I remember.
And then all these festive sort of fruity flavors. You've got to have jelly in a trifle. You've got to have fruit. You've got to have something creamy and delicious.
Pineapple flavored jelly.
That's pineapple flavored jelly
Okay,
indeed.
so we're going for a pineapple truffle.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so this is coming together nicely. And this is just going to form a nice layer. The sweetener that we're adding is our maple syrup. So just add a nice little hint of sweetness to this. You can just have the mascarpone if you want to add a creamy richness. That's
Definitely beginning to taste like Christmas in here.
It is
so
indeed.
excited.
Okay,
then.
we're going to mix these.
Yeah.
So if you want to mix while I pour in, I like to just sort of separate out the mascarpone from the cream. Just going to find it easier because this is more, this is thicker, so it's easier to mix. So
what do you want me to
I'm going to mix
with this?
Yes, let's pour some maple syrup in there. You can just mix that up as much as you like in terms of sweetness. You can taste as you go.
Yeah.
Okay, then a little bit of cream in there and just fold as you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait, you taught me this at some point in the
Kind
year.
of like aim for like figure of eights.
Okay.
Yeah, doing well. I could actually whip this a little bit longer, but it is taking a bit of time.
Yeah.
So you probably want to go a little bit...
I'll watch you whip. I'll watch you nay. Okay, go.
Okay, once we finish with the trifle, we'll dance for everyone. No, we won't.
It's not that time of Christmas yet. That's like late night Christmas editions.
Okay, so that's looking good. Like I said, you want to just whip this up a little bit longer, a little bit more soft peak. And then we started our layers really well here. And this we're then going to add into our beautiful trifle bowl. And it's going to be perfection.
Cannot wait to whip this all together to make a delicious truffle. Now, the absolute love of my life is Jake, my beautiful bulldog, and I intend on spoiling him this silly season. And if you also want to spoil your furry friends, here's some great gift ideas.
It's almost that time of year when we spoil our furry friends for the festive season with the best gift ideas and treats in town. So what are the best gift ideas around? Well, we went in search of the best presents for our beloved pets and interviewed a few celebs to see what's on their pet gift list.
Christmas is big in our family. It's all about family and it's all about feasting, so he's got his treats lined up. But we've got a very lazy day planned. He's just learned how to swim, so he'll be in and out of the pool with us. There'll be lots of chasing of the squeaky ball. Yes, our favorite game. And then I think we'll round it all off by visiting Dog, one of the shelters that we've gotten to know quite closely over the last year. We've been collecting all of his old toys and go and deliver them as well, just spread some of that Christmas cheer.
For Christmas this year, Mia's getting very simple stuff. She loves a bouncy ball, and she gets like a little hoofy chewy thing, and she gets out a little more than she usually does. So I think she's quite happy. She'll be quite happy with Christmas this year, I think. You know, I do feel guilty now that you've asked that I don't put together a little goodie bag for her, and maybe this year I'll be inspired too. Thank you very much.
Every day is Christmas in this house for Maverick. He is an exceptionally spoiled little puppy. But I think what Maverick loves the most is spending time with us. And we love being out in nature, and so does he. We're going to be away for Christmas this year. So when we get back, I definitely think we're going to plan a little adventure with him, probably to the Cedarburg somewhere where he can just run and play and be free, and we can have loads of fun together.
I actually try and do special things for Ringo all the time, but at Christmas time I think he's just happy I'm at home because I spend a lot of time on the road, but over the couple of the days around Christmas I'm here, so I think he's happy with that. I think I'm going to get him a rugged ball because he destroys everything else in less than a day.
Bob Martin wishes all pets and their owners a Merry Christmas. Have a fantastic festive season. Keep all your pets safe and buckle them up if they're traveling with you. Well, we hope that helped if you're looking for some cool ideas for your dog this Christmas. If not, then this should catch your attention. In studio, we have Judy Post, an animal behaviorist from Cope SA, to tell us more about cat lasers and other cool toys for pets. Welcome to the Loft, Judy.
Thank you.
Really cool to have you here with us today, and I have cute little kittens joining us in the loft, so hopefully I can stay focused and not get too distracted from these. But first of all, cat lasers, interesting little gift. Why are they so popular?
They're popular because they bring out the predatory drive in cats, which, you know, they've got a very strong predatory drive. And it's very important for cats to be able to, especially as kittens, when they're kittens, just to be able to play with that kind of thing, to practice their predatory drives. And so it's just natural. It's their instinct, and they need to do it. So the more they can do that kind of thing, the more healthy and happy they are. So a laser is perfect. Do you want me to show you how?
I'd love to see.
Let's just see if they even notice that for the time being.
Do you think he's noticing the sound of it?
He hasn't. Ooh,
wait, he spotted it. He's found it. Is he going to do anything about it? No. But does it have like anything developmental for the kittens and the cats themselves?
Yes, it does. It's very good from that point of view. Look, with these kittens, they're not familiar with these particular kind of toys. So it is a bit hard for him at the beginning. That's why he's not sort of running around. If you've got it at home, it might actually work better. But the thing is, it's very important for their development because that is what cats do. So if you try and stifle that kind of behavior in kittens, you'll just find that they'll have other kind of behavioral problems.
Yes, I'm sure. And they'll bring in other animals into your house.
Absolutely. It's a misconception that some people think that if you try and encourage the prey drive, that'll make your cat kill more. But it's not true.
But what about our dogs? I saw you got a whole bunch of gifts here for dogs too.
With puppies, it's very different to cats because dogs are bred for all sorts of different reasons. So whether you've got one that has got herding behaviour or one that's got also kind of hunting behaviour. So this kind of toy, it's really a pull toy, is very nice for puppies. And it depends, you know, border collie type puppies would really love this kind of thing. Maybe squeak toys will be better for terriers as long as they don't pull it apart. So this kind of thing. If it's a squeak thing, but really tough like that, that might be quite nice. And for the retriever type dogs, it'd be really nice to have more of a soft toy like this. So where they can pick it up, but they don't actually ruin it. Because a lot of that type of dog are retrievers and spaniels, just like holding them. So if you find, it depends on the type of breed that you've got, what will be the best type of toy for them.
So I think something like these devices are really, really cool to have. I remember I used to own a little pig, and this was her favorite thing to have in the whole wide world, because she could, first of all, play with it, but second of all, also receive treats out of it herself.
Yes, these kind of things are really fantastic. So this is just an example, and you can have this type of thing for a cat or for a dog. So I'm just going to show you how it works quickly.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
These are called brain toys because they do stimulate the brain, and they do give the dog something to do and keep them occupied if you're working at your desk and you want to get on with things. These things are fabulous too. So you just put the treats in, and the cat, you roll it around, and the cat or the dog just
manages to smell it. Let's see if our kittens. Our kittens have been very unresponsive with us today. I think that they've realised new space, new thing. They're smelling everything new. They're just too inquisitive. Oh, here he pops out of the woodworks.
That is also why it's really nice to have toys like that tube over there, the tunnel, the cat tunnel, because cats love to explore. They love adventure, so they will look around and they will explore, and that kind of thing they do like because they like to go into things and onto things. So any of that kind of thing is really nice for kittens.
So how important is this? Because it seems to me, maybe I'm being a little bit naive here, but isn't it taking attention away from the personal interaction with your animals? But that one-on-one time is also very important.
Well, a lot of these toys are interactive. So say, for example, you've got things like this, which are really nice for kittens as well. It's just a simple toy, a fishing rod toy. So that's very interactive. So, you know, it's this kind of thing. So a lot of these toys are interactive.
We found an inquisitive little character this side. He's going to make it through the tunnel.
Yeah. And then these little toys as well. You know, they are interactive as well. So you do want them to notice them and to play with them. Here we go.
I see.
You don't want to keep the same toys available for your cats and dogs at the whole time, because just like us,
you get bored.
You get bored, but a lot of things are great for cats and dogs. You don't have to buy toys necessarily for them. Cardboard boxes are fantastic for kittens and dogs. We all know that. And for dogs, you can make with Coke bottles and make holes in them.
They love chewing on those.
Yeah, and put some kibble inside. You can also get the muffin trays and put kibble or treats in the muffin tray and put half tennis balls on the top, so the dog learns to
get it out.
Get it out. So those kind of things are not only, yeah, there's some simple ideas and great ideas, and it all stimulates the dogs and cats as well. You can do
And having a happy, healthy animal.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes,
Judy,
it's all about mental and physical stimulation. Yeah.
So cool. Some really great ideas that we came out of today. So great to have you on the couch with us today. So we hope you have a few really cool ideas of what you can get your pet this Christmas. We'll be right back after this.
Show them how much you love them with Bob Martin.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're on the couch with 3 of your favorite soap stars. Guys, so Christo, you directed and wrote Platform 9, which actually started on Monday at the Baxter.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Why that concept? What went into it?
When we came up with the idea, I wanted to write a story about 2 friends that's on a train and making a journey. So we took them and then we characterized them into something. And now we have a show.
Wow.
With these people in. Like there's one guy in the show called Aap. In Heidelberg, there is actually a guy called Papa Aap. And Maurice plays that character. And there's another guy in the show called Lovey. Which is a combination of 2 of our friends, Henry and Flippy. And I fused the 2 of them, and Theo plays Lovey, which is now that character.
Are there a lot of situations and stories that you lent from your childhood experiences in Heidelberg?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, some of it is in the show as well, especially because it's broken up. You see, you get the action part, and then there's a storytelling part where Theo would tell a story about Maurice, or Maurice about Theo.
Nice.
You know, and preferably about something that actually happened to the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when there's the one story in Standard 9, when I wrote the oral for Maurice at the time, and the last line of the oral was, "Life's a journey, enjoy the ride." And Maurice got so nervous. At the end of the oral, he said, "Life's a journey, live your life." That's true, for example, you know, and that was in the original show, Platform 9, Part 1, because this is now the sequel. In Part 1, it actually, Theo told that story. Yeah.
Now, I apparently heard that Theo and Christo nearly burnt down your mom's house.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What
Do we
happened?
have to tell the story, man?
What happened?
Well, we were in high school, and we went out. The school had something on. I can't remember. Myself and Theo used to MC.
It was a Saljo. It was a Saljo.
Oh, was
in
it?
the community hall.
Yes.
And then we went home, and we were hungry, so we decided to make slap chips.
Okay.
And then, but we were chatting and everything, and I threw in the oil and put on the stove and everything.
You peeled the potatoes.
He was doing that.
I was doing that, and then
I was busy prepping everything
I remember telling him when the pot started to burn and stuff. I said, "Don't throw water
on it."
On it. The next minute, his eyes. He's got big eyes. But it was bigger
when he was a child.
It was bigger. And I just see him pouring some water and put it in the pot, and he just went up in flames.
Oh my goodness! How did you put it out?
With water. No, I took the pot and I literally threw it out the back door.
Yeah.
And were there any signs of a near fire when your mom came home? Could she see that?
No, they were sleeping. That was the middle of the night.
The ceiling was black,
Yeah, and
the house was full of smoke.
And the people started coughing. His brothers started coughing and stuff.
Oh, it was an action movie.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
It was crazy.
And I
That's
had big eyes,
hilarious.
but I grew into them quite nicely.
Oh, you grew into them. Usually when boys are kids, they also have big ears. Huh? Did you all have big ears?
I had a big head and big ears.
Okay.
And a very small neck.
You look like one of those guys.
Well, you've turned out really well.
Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you.
Now we have a little treat for you at home. If you think you know everything there is to know about Maurice Paige, well, think again. It's time to step out of the loft as we get under the skin with Maurice, where he reveals the secrets behind his camera-ready, picture-perfect skin.
Adult acne on the rise? Introducing Dermalex Acne.
Regularly voted one of the hottest men in local soapies, Maurice Paige's chocolate brown eyes and alluring smile is hard to resist.
South Africa knows me as Calvin Xavier from Isidingo. That's who they know me. It's ridiculous, but I love it. South Africa doesn't know that I've got a hidden talent, and I'm still working on it now for about 2 years now. It's my music. I'm also a rapper, a commercial hip-hop rapper. So in 2016, they will definitely hear my first single coming out in February, March.
Maintaining his ecstatic body is something he's diligent about. But what about his skin?
I had cleared skin at first, and then I started to get really bad skin. But I used to use just water. I just washed my hands, my face with water, and then I got bad skin after that. I don't know if it was, just getting into my adult, but yeah.
Proving that real men do take care of their skin, Maurice has gone from simply splashing with water to using a cleanser, an anti-blemish treatment product, and moisturizing cream. Maurice is quite fortunate to have never had eczema, but a few of his friends have had the condition.
My understanding of eczema is when your skin goes very dry and itchy, it turns red, and also you get these pimples, you know what I mean? Then it turns like into blisters and it starts to bleed. It's very bad. That's my understanding of it.
But the itchy, scaly patches caused by eczema can be reduced with the right treatment. Let's hear what Dr. Naidu has to say.
Oftentimes when people see red, itchy skin that's dry and scaling, they think automatically atopic eczema. But there's many different types of eczema, the common ones being atopic eczema and contact eczema, which is also called contact dermatitis. Dermatitis and eczema, interchangeable words. Now the differences are atopic eczema or atopic dermatitis is usually seen in children and continues on into adults, not always starting in childhood, but mainly starting in childhood. And usually it's the body's immune response that causes a break in the barrier system of the skin. Now that break makes you more predisposed to reactions secondary to external allergens. Now contact dermatitis, on the other hand, it's the external environment which causes a break in the skin and causes an immune response. A lot of people see their eczema symptoms worsen over specific times of the year. This has got to do with the fact that the allergens that cause the eczema and trigger the immune response are more prevalent in specific times of the year. So people who get a lot of reactions secondary to pollen, secondary to some of the substances produced by plants, will have more of a springtime, summertime variation and flare-up pattern, as opposed to those who are getting their flare-up secondary to allergens such as house dust mites, usually during winter when things are like closed up and you're not going out a lot. That causes a lot of the allergens to increase at that time, yeah. If you have an eczema flare-up, it's very important to consult a doctor. The doctor will distinguish between atopic dermatitis or eczema and contact dermatitis or eczema. It's important to know which Dermalex product to use if you've got atopic eczema and if you've got contact dermatitis, contact eczema. Now in contact eczema, it's usually an acute flare-up and there's a lot more scaling of the skin and redness. Now Dermalex contact eczema is used in those conditions and it's been specifically formulated to decrease the redness a lot more and decrease the scaling. For atopic cases, which are a bit more scaly and dry, you would use your Dermalex eczema.
Thank you to Dr. Naidu for the insightful tips on treating eczema with Dermalex eczema. There's no greater feeling than finding a treatment that soothes the skin and reduces irritation and redness. And if you're watching with us, join the discussion on Facebook and Twitter at Afternoon Chat, where we want to know how you manage to keep your eczema under control. And don't forget to use the hashtag DermalexSA. After the break, Jeannie finishes that pineapple and carrot trifle, and we chat to members from the Springbok Nude Girls who've reunited exclusively for Afternoon Express. Stay right where you are.
Adult acne on the rise? Introducing Dermalex Acne.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and it really is a week before Christmas, and we're giving you all of the gifts now. Cute furry animals on the show, plus Springbok Nude Girls a little bit later, and delicious trifle. What is it?
Trifle.
Trifle.
With an eye.
Yummy. Okay, so
both
now...
just as delicious.
Oh, yeah,
But this one's
for
with the
sure.
eye.
Okay, now how do we get it all trifle-y?
So this one's set. I like to start with jelly at the bottom. So that one's set. Our pineapple jelly's in there. If you want to go for some custard, there's really no rules to layering it now. You want to kind of mix up a little bit of the sort of liquid with the cake.
I can just go for it?
Yeah, go for it. Nice layer over the top there. And you got to have a bit of custard, I think, in a trifle. That's
so much.
Go,
so much custard. It's Christmas. Have it all.
That looks good. Okay, now we're just going to drop our lower... So you know we cut the cake in half? This is the lower layer.
Okay.
You just kind of aim and drop, and then we can just push that in there. Okay, let's go for pineapple.
Okay.
We can just kind of lay them. And obviously, in a glass bowl like this, you're looking to create those layers on the outside. So just think about that as you're going. And then just kind of spoon it on over like that.
Yeah.
So
Usually I don't like things that are mushy, but this is the exception. This is the one exception to that rule.
I love jelly, so I'm a fan there. But you don't have to add too much. Like if you look at this, the majority of it is not jelly. It's all sorts of other yummy stuff. Okay, so that maple mascarpone cream, we're going to spoon on here. Just blob that on.
This is just so decadent.
It's so delicious. And you want to put this back in the fridge just to set up slightly. So let's nice thick layer of that. Kind of finish up your ingredients. You can do that, and I'm going to get ready with the top part. So obviously we're saving the top of our cake for the top because it looks pretty.
Best for last.
And then it's also got some yummy like cream cheese topping on here.
Yeah, that cake is absolutely delicious on its own even.
It is.
But it's not special enough for Christmas. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, and trifle is Christmas. You know,
Yeah,
that's like
definitely.
for me, that's synonymous with Christmas. Without trifle, not happy at home. Okay, so that goes on there. And then toppings as you please. So those yummy wafers that you chopped up earlier. Some more pecan pieces. You go first. Like pile it up in the middle there.
Really?
This is quite happily going to feed 16 people easily. Well, maybe. I was going to say maybe about 10 in my family. Okay, some of that. Love this cream and gold jam. So this adds a little bit of like tartness to it. So it takes away some of that sweetness. A little bit on there. Some yummy dried pineapple.
Amazing.
Also from Woolies, we can just crack that on or just kind of break that up,
Yeah,
put that
use
on
the
there.
crumbly pieces at the bottom.
Yeah, and then finish that on top, and then that's it. I think that just looks so pretty. It's like,
not just one of the favorite items that you will see at your Christmas table this season, but also it makes a gorgeous gift as well. Remember, for the recipe, all you need to do is go to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, and we'll have everything you need to make this glorious trifle. But for now, one of the best bands in the entire world ever, Springbok Nude Girls.
Not often do we get an exclusive like this right here on Afternoon Express, and we're very excited to share it with you today. We've got 4 of the 5 original members of the Springbok Nude Girls joining us in the loft, plus a very special guest as well today. Michelle joins us, who has got an incredible project lined up with these gents, creating a documentary. We'll speak about that in just a bit, but Springbok Nude Girls, guys, welcome to our loft.
Hey man, awesome to be here. Thank you for having us.
So cool. So, I don't know, 1994, first live gig. South Africa is going through a lot in our country, obviously. Other bands, you know, I think were also starting to find their feet at that sort of phase in their lives. What was it like for you guys launching this unique South African rock sound in the country at a time like that?
I don't think we were really aware of, we didn't plan anything or anything. We were just a bunch of young guys wanting to make some music and stuff. And there was magic in the air. South Africa was on a big high. So it was all around just a super cool vibe. And, you know, everybody was students, that kind of stuff. And it was fantastic,
I think music cuts through so much. It's a very direct way of communicating to people, with them, drawing them in, engaging them to express with you in whichever way they do dance.
Yeah. You guys had a very interesting sort of career as you went forward. So you started out in a very politically uncertain time in our country, 94, first live gig, and then sort of grew from there. Naturally, the process, as you guys grew big and became the biggest rock band in the country, the plan was to move overseas, and you guys got a really cool opportunity to work with some of the guys, the guys who were helped out with AC/DC. I mean, that was an incredible opportunity for the band itself. What was that process like, and what was the plan there?
The plan was first to go record and then hopefully see if we can get a release, which we did eventually get some European releases, and we were talking about leaving, and then, so not everybody was keen on doing it.
Was there a reason behind not wanting to go overseas? I know there was a band member who also wanted to stay and was starting a new family and things like that happened, but shortly after that, the band split up. So were those related?
Man, I think the wheels came off a little bit after 7 years. We all went a bit crazy and stuff. So I think it was time for us to take a break. I don't think we should have said, let's break up the band. That's a very old school way of thinking. We should have just said, let's take a break.
Yeah.
So after a couple of years afterwards, I think 5 years after we split up, we made a new album, then we did an EP, and we still now and then we play a little bit. I think this year we did 1 gig, last year we did 4 gigs. Who knows if next year, we might even, there is talk about maybe doing an album next year.
Exciting.
We just don't know, you know, but I mean, Arno who's the bassist, he's currently in the UK and he works there, he's been there for a while. Whenever we get a cool gig, then we fly him down. In spirit, I think we're still thinking creatively as a band and stuff like that.
There's so much magic. There is so much magic within you guys. So I hope that isn't going to be the end of it. Really, it mustn't be. You guys are going to continue to do that. And obviously the performance for you too was a big eye-opener for a lot of South Africans too. Again, to see you guys perform on that sort of level, I mean, it was incredible. But now the big challenge is this documentary that you're shooting. So Michelle, this is your exciting project. Tell us about where this all came about.
Well, I studied in Stellenbosch, where they formed. And they really inspired me. I came from the same type of background as them. So they really inspired me. It was a time to be free and be part of an international community, and we could travel, and they were an example of that as well.
Oh, amazing.
So it's always kind of been a dream.
You guys are very close to a lot of people's hearts. So for those people, what can we expect to see from this documentary that is different from just the life story?
There is a couple of videos that the world has never seen before, like Shot and Stronger. And those videos, they were a bit too wild for the TV back in the 90s, but now it fits in perfectly in the YouTube world. So there's those videos, there's live footage. I mean, I was watching it with her the other day. I couldn't believe it. There's a lot of footage I've never seen before. And we look so young and awesome. and the crowd was just...
Yeah,
you're going to see, I think the audience and some of the fans are going to see themselves 20 years back.
Yes,
and they're
like,
going to
what
go
was
like, and it's really... I watched it and that was so cool.
Yeah. I was wondering why you all brought your shades with you, because I'm sure you're going to put all the shades on and be like, don't look at my wrinkles.
Yeah, that's true. High five, you got it.
I noticed.
You've got a job in the entertainment business, man.
Keeping it real.
We're so excited about this thing. I know obviously it takes a lot of money and time and effort to get this thing together. Are you crowdfunding?
We're crowdfunding through a platform called Thunderfund.
Okay.
So just Thunderfund Springbok Nude Girls.
Okay, so if you go into thunderfund.com and you go into that search bar, find the Springbok Nude Girls. And how long are we going to expect for this thing to finish? When is this project going to be done? When can we see the final product?
Hopefully April.
April.
But yeah, and you can go to the Facebook and springboknudegirls.com, and there'll be links from there to donate money.
Oh,
and you know, you could get stuff. We'll take you out for lunch.
Ladies and gents, we've got an exclusive coming up after the ad break, but if you do want to know where you can get those details, go to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Let's support this local music. Really exciting to see bands creating documentaries. There's some, like I said, some exclusive footage in that. But we also have an exclusive right here on Afternoon Express. After the break, they reunite for a performance of Blue Eyes. Don't go anywhere.
Give kids the gift of hearing this Christmas. Are you with us?
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, boy, do we have a treat for you. You know, we've got the original members of Springbok Nude Girls right here on the Afternoon Express loft, and they've got an exclusive performance for us right here today of their iconic single, Blue Eyes. Gents, take it away.
We're gonna grow you up slowly. We're gonna chain you to steel. Sand in the hand. We tell you in the end. Nest your veins in slumber while we feed our arms for love murder. Roundabout, roundabout, roundabout now. Sorry to say, the others didn't make it. Roundabout, roundabout, roundabout now. You're my ticket out of here. Devour you slowly and love you to death. Sand in the hand, we tell you in the end. Nest your wings in slumber, for it's a coming. Roundabout, roundabout, roundabout now. Sorry to say, the others didn't make it. Roundabout, roundabout, roundabout now. You're my ticket out of here. Ticket out of here. You're my ticket out of here. You're my ticket out of here.
Absolutely amazing. And equally amazing is you guys' friendship. But we're actually going to put it to the test. We're going to play a little game. And I have questions here about your lives, respectively, for Maurice, Theo, and Christo. And I'm going to start off with Christo. And when I ask questions about him, I'm going to say true or false. And you guys are going to choose.
True.
Okay. Okay.
But you've got to share them amongst you, whoever we're asking the question to.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
because somebody only made two.
Do you want to start with Christo?
Okay. Christo, true or false? Were you only 18 years old when you had your first kiss? True. False?
Sorry. Sorry.
Waar was hij? 18. Dat was jonger dan hij. Dat is 12.
How old were you when you had your first kiss?
I think 15.
Heidelberg's only that
and
small.
And who was it? Maybe she's listening. Go tell us the story. I want to know.
I think the first girl I kissed was a friend of mine's cousin.
Okay, true or false?
Okay.
His ideal movie to watch on a rainy day would be Star Trek.
No ways. Can't be Star Trek.
False indeed it is.
Probably.
What is your favorite movie? What would it be?
Braveheart or something.
Good choice.
It is, I think, when it rains, I normally watch the Godfather trilogy.
Really?
Oh, wow.
All three. Or I'll watch Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. But I'll take the whole day too.
Okay, so far your buddies know you. Okay, true or false? Christo once congratulated a lady on her pregnancy when she wasn't pregnant.
That's true. We'll do stuff like that.
Shame, man.
Yes,
What happened?
Yes.
I was doing a show at the Baxter called Shirley Goodness and Mercy, and she came to watch it, but she was a very small, skinny girl when we were in school.
Yeah.
Yes. And I saw her again, and she picked up a little bit of weight, but she had this little
punch.
Oh,
so
my
I
word,
thought
we would never be friends.
Yeah, we weren't really after that. No, I'm just kidding. So I walked up to her and I said, "Wow, congratulations!"
And she said, "No, I'm not."
She said no, but then I also went, "Yeah, it was just a joke because people expect me to say something." Why are you getting angry? I was joking. Don't you know me?
Bad. Okay, true or false? His pet peeve is people who are too fussy about being clean all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving right along. Next is Theo. Theo's turn.
Let me sit back for this one.
His first kiss was after saying the words, "Die man lyk darm mooi vanaand. Ons sal seker maar moet soen."
Yeah.
You know why?
Confident.
Oh my goodness.
So sweet.
Game, you got
Tell me, when was your first kiss?
I think it was when I was about 13, 14, 15, I think. And I was walking, there's a little stream. We have a big river there in Heidelberg, and I took her down to the river, and we were sitting on the grass, and it was a perfect summer evening, and the moon was sitting right in front of us.
And then you got poetic. And
I was like, oh man, because it was awkward, man. You never know how to, do that thing, man. I wasn't familiar with that stuff, so I was like...
So when you said these words, she gave in?
Yeah, man, she looked at me and, okay.
I felt that moment now, actually.
Okay, next one. After a long day, Theo likes to relax by listening to classical music and playing video games at the same time.
Video games are slim. Yeah.
Theo plays video games.
He doesn't do such.
You're right. He likes watching series and listening to jazz music.
That makes sense.
Awesome.
Classic.
If you said me, if it was Baroque and you said me, I would.
It would make sense. So his crush from a young age was the South African actress Arno van der Merwe.
Yes, that's true.
Ooh, what did you like about her?
Wow, man. Just the woman is amazing. First of all, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. She reminded me about my mum in a way.
Oh, sweet.
And then obviously her talent. That's so big. Because he's so versatile. And then I was like, I want to be with this woman so bad.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. And the next one is, he has never forgotten a line while on Sevendelaan. He was famous for it amongst the cast and crew.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You know him really well. It is false. He once forgot his line so badly they had to shoot his scene at the end of the day. Okay, Maurice.
Okay, the first production he worked with all of you guys was the Summer Jour. True.
Very true.
One of his most embarrassing moments to date is a high school joke that Christo would be able to tell us about very well.
Yes.
True.
Tell us, Christo.
No, it's the joke I told earlier on. I read the oral for him.
Okay. Okay, his main role model growing up was Biggie.
That's so false.
That's not true. That is not true.
Okay, then who was it?
Tupac.
You guys know each other so well.
Yeah.
Do you think we'd be able to do that?
I think
as well?
we would. We definitely would.
Wow, thank you so much for coming through. That was so brilliant. You guys have got such a beautiful bond, such a great friendship, and are so ridiculously talented.
Yeah, and good looking.
I know. You guys can stay here like all day. Now make sure you join us again on Monday for Afternoon Express and tune in early because during the first 15 minutes of the show, we're chatting to renowned actress Dorette Potgieter about what it's like to be a single parent during the holidays. And in the kitchen, we're making a mulled-berry snowflake tart. Yummy.
What have you made here?
Okay, so I actually did make this. So I'm going to hand out bowls and we're going to have this little trifle.
It looks
because
amazing.
it's Christmas time and we can eat whatever we want.
Yeah.
There you go. Otherwise, thank you so much for everybody for joining us. It has been absolutely amazing. Have a wonderful evening. Happy eating. Happy 1 week to Christmas. Mwah! See you on Monday.
Merry Christmas.
Another feel-good production.
Hi, YouTubers. Thank you so much for watching the show. Be sure to not miss another episode by clicking subscribe right over there. And we'll see you every day. Afternoon Express. Enjoy.